Hi, my name is Vandy Flake, and I want to welcome you to the CEO Social Media Training. So, a little bit about me. I have been a LifeVantage consultant for the last 12 and a half years. I started my traditional business and was more kneecap to kneecap. But as we were shifting, had two more little babies, and I wanted a way that I could reach more people without traveling so much and being away from my family. So I shifted into social media training. I have done a lot of different training through a lot of different huge network marketing, social media experts, other just social media experts in general. And I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit on how to get started and share with you guys some of the things that I have learned. So number one, when you post on social media, you don't want your page just to look like an ad. Product, 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 product. Why would people come follow you? Why would they come to your page if that's all they're seeing? Kind of a good rule of thumb is an 80-20 rule. Like 80% of your post should be about your life, who you are. 20% should be about your products, what you're selling. And some of those things, a good way to start is figuring out who are you, your pillars. I've heard this described as either like content categories or pillars. Pillars like that hold up your house. Your pillars are your values. Who you are, what value do you offer? What are your passions? What are your interests? You want things that people know they're going to get the same thing over and over. If somebody comes to my page, they're going to see the same type of content over and over and over again because that's who I am. That's what I post about. They're not going to come to my page and see a rant about, politics. They're not going to come to my page and see, different things. They're going to come to my page and they're going to see things about being a mom, about being a wife, things that are funny because that's what people are coming on social media for. They want to be entertained. They want to be educated. And it's hard to do education because people have the attention span of a goldfish. So it's short little things. I do tips about being an entrepreneur, especially about LifeVantage, because that's where my passion is. That's what I have had the most success in. I talk about health. I talk about health supplements. I talk about eating healthy, about healthy lifestyle, exercising. Those are all things that fit underneath that health pillar. It doesn't have to be just like LifeVantage products. I talk about the whole spectrum, a lifestyle of it in the health spectrum. I talk about my garden and my pets. Now, an easy way to do this is you could have like motivational Mondays, wellness Wednesdays, talk about being an entrepreneur on Thursdays, whatever it is. You can have something like that regimented, or you can have like 4 pillars and just kind of rotate through them each day, So like Monday and Friday would both be about being a mom, Tuesday's entrepreneur. You could do it however you wanted, but you want to have kind of the same pillars so people know who you are, why they're coming to your page. There's certain people's pages that I unfollow because they start posting things that I don't want to see, that I don't care about, and so I unfollow them because that's not who I want to, what I want to see on my page. So you want to curate your content and create your content in ways that can do it. Maybe you're love motivational quotes. So collect a bunch of those and have a storage of them so you can easily drop them in and sprinkle them in with your content and create some stuff ahead of time. I am a huge fan of kind of creating some stuff ahead of time. Instagram and Facebook are now offering scheduling, which is phenomenal because then you can kind of like do, a couple reels at a time and then schedule them out. Do a couple posts and schedule them out. So that you don't have to like, oh crap, today I feel like crap. I was up all night with a sick kid. The last thing I want to do is go post a reel right now. So the next thing I talk about is who is your ideal client? Sometimes this will be described as an avatar, but you want to know who this person is so you know how to solve their problem and how to talk to them. And sometimes people come in, they're like, well, I just want everybody. Well, if you try to talk to everybody, you talk to nobody. So you want to have an idea of who this avatar is, who that person is, what are their financial goals? What are their travel goals? What are their health goals? What are their concerns? Who are they? What do they like to do? What are their fears? What makes them feel secure? What worries do they have? What problems do they have that you can solve? What are their wants? What are their needs? This is a quick one I put together on some of mine. This is my ideal person. And you can't see all this because I'm in the way here. Let me go back real quick so I can read it. So yeah, wants, okay. So my person is a woman in her 40s. She's a mom. She has pets. Why? Because I want to talk about pet tandem. I have pets. I have a dog. I have chickens. I want to talk about things that interest me. You know, you can't see it here, but she wants extra income. She wants some to be able to travel. So I share those things when I travel. I share about that kind of thing because it's beneficial. You know, what are their concerns? She's starting to age. She's in her 40s. She wants to age gracefully. She's concerned about her health now. You know, she wants to leave a legacy. She wants to eat healthy with her children. She wants to, you know, create a better environment and be a better mom than her mom was, you know, and those kind of things. Those are her problems. Those are her concerns. Those are her goals. So you can see how I can take my content, you know, going back to my pillars here and my avatar and mesh those together to try to match. So I am talking to my ideal client. I'm talking to my ideal avatar of this person that has these things. And so that's kind of that broad spectrum of your pillars and your avatar. Those are two big things. And there's huge trainings. You guys can watch hours of trainings on how to do these things. But I just kind of want to give you an overview to start thinking about. Okay, now how can you post? What is going on in this world of stuff? Okay, Instagram has a variety of things you can post. You can do regular posts like just a still picture. You can do a carousel, which is a series of pictures that people can swipe through. Now, this can be like educational content of, hey, did you know these 4 things? And then the next slide is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You know, something like that, an education thing. It can be like 4 pictures. This is a great place for pictures of your vacation. You know, pick 4 or 5 and people can swipe through them. You can do reels. All videos on Instagram are now reels. So we'll see how long that lasts, but who knows. You can do reels. There's a whole training on reels that we can link to. But reels are basically short little videos. You can use fun music. You can use your own audio. You can add text. We'll do some more training on exactly what those are and how to use those. The nice thing about reels, it's a great way to attract people who don't follow you. People who aren't your friends, they don't follow you. They don't know who you are. They can scroll through and your reels will pop up. The secret to reels is just to start doing them. I was scared to death of reels. Joined a reel challenge and I had to do 7 in 7 days. I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. Then I did 30 in 30 days. And then I did a training on it because we do this learn, do, teach methodology here all the time. So I will drop that reels training if you want that. You can go Instagram live. If you watched mine the other day, I actually set my phone up with behind the camera. So I did an Instagram live and a Facebook live at the same exact time. Why? Because I'm a huge fan of taking one piece of content and reusing it multiple times. It's a secret to make my life faster and make my life easier. You can do Instagram stories where you post stuff in the story. They're only up for 24 hours. You can post 1 at a time. You can post, up to 10. After that, I notice if I go past 8, people stop going all the way through my stories unless it's super, super interesting. That's kind of, again, that attention span of goldfish is something you want to kind of pay attention to. Facebook, you can do the same thing. You can do posts, you can do videos, you can do reels, you can do Facebook Lives, and you can do Facebook stories. I'm a huge fan of doing similar content, taking the same content for my Instagram post and my Facebook post, doing the same content for my stories and my Facebook stories. Instagram does have a thing where you can link them and share them instantly. It does not work for reels. So you have to post your reels separately in there. But sometimes your links don't work. If you do a survey or a quiz on Instagram story, it doesn't always work on Facebook stories. So that's something just to kind of pay attention to. TikTok. You can also make TikTok videos. As a mom, I hate TikTok. As a business owner, I see the value of it and I'm trying to get excited about it. Okay. So what kind of strategies should you have? Okay. The one behind my head says lives, just so in case you can't see that there. But my suggestion is you just pick a strategy, like how many you're going to do, and you make a goal for the week. Maybe I'm going to do 3 posts. I'm going to do, 3 stories and 1 reel. And then I'm going to just do 1 live a month because I'm scared. I'm just getting started. You can do that kind of strategy. Like, keep it simple. Make your goal for you something that you can do. You can have a strategy that's more in depth. You can say, okay, I'm going to do this many posts I'm going to do a post every single day on both. I'm just using the same content for Facebook and Instagram. That way it's only 7, not 14. I'm going to do 7 stories. Okay. Use some of the content that we have. Use the pictures we have and the stories that we've already done, shareables, use some of those things. A great way for stories is videoing. Oh my gosh, you are not going to believe these before and after pictures. Boom, share 3 before and after pictures. Oh my gosh, video. Weren't those amazing before and after pictures? Click the link for more. How you can get your liquid collagen. Make it simple, but do some stuff like that. Get in front of the camera, get comfortable in front of the camera. I actually did a thing where I paid money. I don't recommend it because I got 0 clients, but I did a Facebook Live in a huge Facebook group, 30 minutes every single week. Did I make any sales or any clients? No, but I got comfortable talking to myself. Now, if I would have been smart, I would have grabbed that content and shared it on YouTube. I would have grabbed that same videos and shared them, like made a podcast or something, but I wasn't quite that smart at the time. But reuse that content. Okay. If you're going out and doing something, one of the things that's huge for 2023 is what they call B-roll reels. They don't want to see you perfectly dressed up with your makeup done, your hair done, everything like that. They want to see you doing your life, living your life. Video yourself making dinner, video yourself going on a walk, put text and quotes over those with music next to it, and call it a day. Don't overstress yourself on this, making this harder than it is. You can take that same video and you can use it on a TikTok. You can use that same video on a Facebook reel, and stuff. So there's things that you can learn. We'll do some more specific trainings on those, but just start. That's my biggest thing. Start with your content, start with your goals, and start training that stuff. Sit down today, take some time, write down who your pillars are. Who are you? What are you going to talk about? So that's number 1 assignment. Figure out your pillars. Okay. And these can evolve and change over time, and they'll kind of change with what you have going on. But your big pillars, make them, they're okay to be big. My pillar right here of health, I talked about how it's about, so food, when I make a healthy lunch, a healthy meal, I can post that on there. Healthy lifestyle, drinking water, exercising, all of those fall underneath that pillar of health, but somebody's going to see me and they're going to know, being mom, being a wife, but real life, guys, share your successes, share your failures, share funny things, entertain people. Okay. It's this kind of edutain is that word, educate and entertain at the same time is the mesh together that people want to see. Don't worry about going viral. Just worry about getting content up and practice. Next thing is, who is your avatar? Who are you talking to? Who is this ideal goal? One of the things I did from one of the trainings I went through, and the top of my screen says CEO Dream Partners. And I did 15, I think, pictures of people that I think would be an ideal partner. Most of them are in LifeVantage, but it's that type of person I was looking for that was my avatar. So every time I look at my phone, I see that avatar. Before I ever open up to go online, I see who I'm trying to target. And it makes a big difference for me. And figure out what your strategy is. Figure out what your goal is for the rest of this month and next month. How many times you're going to post. Once you get comfortable, maybe you're only starting with posts. You're scared on social media. So start with posts. Start with something simple. Then add something else to it. And if you're scared about something, you don't want it up forever, use it in your story. It'll only be there for 24 hours, okay? Start simple. Start with what your goal is, how many times you're going to do it a month. Start adding to it. And then you can stress about it. Do not start and try to do everything everywhere if you haven't. Start with one thing, stack it. The same thing we talk about our health. Stack collagen, stack Protandim, stack your health benefits, stack your water. The same thing with building your LifeVantage business. You stack habits. you stack, the same thing with your social media strategy. Start and then stack. Once you're comfortable posting, add a story. Once you're comfortable with that, add a reel. Once you're comfortable with that, go live. I had a girlfriend who, to launch her book business, she went live on Facebook every day for 30 days because she was terrified of it. Now she's like a TED speaker, phenomenal speaker. She's written over 15 bestseller books. It's phenomenal what she's done. But it started with a simple strategy and doing that. So that's my training there. If you have questions, if you have things you want to see more of, we will keep posting these and sharing these out.